we're back with little No Hinky. That's what I tell her, No Hinky. No Hinky. Oh, she loves that. She's way better about the jumping. I made it quite clear, though, that what I wasn't going to have is any reaction to that other than verbal. She likes to pee around a lot. I will tell you that. She's kind of a marker. She's kind of like that one we had in Muffin. What do you end up getting? Oh, that's Maverick. He saw a squirrel. Maverick, whenever you hear barking, then I'm going to have an annotation that Maverick saw a fill in the blank. Something that moved. All right, so I'm going to work her with this manners minder thing, and I want you guys to get one of these with her. This, I'm going to tell you where this is going to come from, and not that we're going to set her up for failure. Where we need to take Maverick is to that park that's full of those squirrels down there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what would be absolutely perfect is that. Anyway, so what I want you to do, I will say already at this point, this dog has got a really dramatic behavior change, but Maisie! So what I'm going to do, good girl, in your place. For right now, in your place. Good. And I think in your place, you could, I don't know, we could try her food in there. I don't know if it's the right shape though. All through. And she can jump up on something. I don't, and you wouldn't have to really have that big of a cot or anything. Honestly, like even a little 4-poster bed or something. We need to be able to have a way to send her away from the door, window, whatever. Instead of just shutting it down, we can actually send her away. All through. Oh, she's starting to fall in love with that thing. But I think that you could even, she was scared of it at first. I think you could even do it as that's the majority of her food. All through. Oh, she is my little precious. I've got to tell you, girl, you were absolutely right. I was skeptical when you first said that, but I have got to tell you, I love this little dog. This little dog loves me. She's a very smart little dog, and what she needs to know is that we see the little precursors that she has. She still kind of jumped when it kind of all through. This might get over her fear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my pager. In your place. Maisie, in your place. In your place. She's not quite putting the two together. But I am doing the pager and this thing at the same time. All through. This is her first time with this. But this is where we need to go. We need to be able to get her. And again, girl, it isn't going to just be, okay, stop barking at the window, and I honestly wish you had some video of the little frenzy, that you were telling me about when she bit that guy, when she was running from window to window. That I'd like to see. That would be good to edit in on her future video. All right, so I'm going to do my pager. Maisie, in your place. In your place. Good. I'm not requiring her to lay down yet. All through. I'm just working on the subtask. In your place. In your place. Maisie. 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 Good. I'm going to tell you what, little hungry dogs like this start catching on quick. I love this thing, and I told the guy, Greg, the guy that invented that educator thing, that he needs to come out with one of these, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it would be better if the thing was square. I don't know. It's an odd shape and everything, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It just got clogged. I told Crystal, we can put a thing on Mars. We could put a man on Mars. She goes, we put a man on Mars? And then I said, oh no. That was the moon. But man on Mars, whatever. In your place. In your place. Good girl. Maisie, good. Up until this point, we've only used the pager to say move in my direction. I want her to understand, it means move in a direction, just not in my direction. Maisie, good. In your place. Oh, good girl. Good girl. And so, the treats are only coming from there. She's also used to the treats coming from me. All through. Oh, and she is a scruffy little moppet. You're just going to have to get her groomed when you get her home, girl. I wouldn't really trust to take her to a strange groomer, you know, that she might not get hinky or something if it's somebody that she doesn't know, you know, because she's fine with people that she knows, but I wouldn't go to a strange groomer and say, oh, she's fine. All right, so I'm going to do my page. I'm going to do my treat first, and then I'm going to add in your place. Because I really kind of wanted nice, direct, all through going over there. I don't want a bunch of looking back. I don't want it to not be fluid. In your place. I threw her off that time because I didn't know what to say. Oh, I'll tell you what the problem is. She sees that these are the chicken treats, and those are the boring dry treats. All through. You know, they really do need, I don't know, you know, and that Godfrey, you know, that had the book, he was on the show one time, you know, but he was the one that had the book about training and drive, you know, and they would feed him the hot dogs right there, and they were always trying to invent, you know, something. I need to tell Greg about that, because they were always wanting to invent something like a coin thing, you know, like those things that give change, those little, you know, so that the people could keep, you know, feeding the dog, because, you know, the way they did it made it look like we're downright stingy with the treats, because they were practically feeding them for every step, you know, because they were training them for competition. Those. Maisie, in your place. Oh, you precious little creature. So again, I'm using all through, and what I'm not going to do is give her a treat for coming to me, one, because you'll see that these treats are better than the ones in there, but I'm going to tell you what, she's finding a treat that fell on the ground over there. I'm going to load it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to have to come get her away. Maisie, in your place. And this thing does have a tone, I think. I don't know. I'm going to have to make Crystal do homework and watch that DVD, because I do believe that there was a tone, and I could see in that format where it would help you all through, even though dogs learn better by feel than by sound, and that's why I'm sort of, Maisie, in your place. Maisie, good, in your place. All through. Oops, that was my fault. Instead of clicking the pager, I hit this thing. This is what Crystal's like, she needs 4 arms. Then I got one remote in each hand. What we need is this combined with this. When I used to have 2 TV remote controls, I would tape them together like this. I was so clever. I was out of my time. No. Then they invented the universal remote. If only I had come up with that one. All right, so I'm going to do my, in your place, I've added my pager right there. So essentially what I did was pushed her away with the pager. All through. Yes, I must tell you, I just love this little dog. She's my constant companion. She sleeps on the bed right beside me, and beside Molly, and beside Bulldog. All right, so I'm going to do my thing. What I'm trying to do is add my pager to my dynamic. In your place. I'm telling you, I love the manners mic. All through. If there's one thing I love, it's the uniform. In your place. So I'm holding my pager down until right there. All through. Oh, in fact, Crystal, we got a text from Sunny yesterday. And Sunny's doing great. And Sunny, it was a picture of Sunny watching golf on TV. And I told them, I guess Sunny chewed up her blanket or something. Surprise. And so I said, I'm going to tell you what I did right there. Since she was already headed that way, I added my treat and my pager. So I said, don't set her up for failure. You know, is she going to stop chewing? The dog is 7 months old. I mean, it's still a puppy. I could see if it was 7 years old. And so, get on the manners, Mike. I said, because they apparently, I thought they had gotten her the manners minder. They didn't. It was Finn's owner that got it.
Hmm.
Well, and Daisy's owner. We need to text all of them, and we need to text Alicia with Kaiser and see how little teeny tiny Kaiser's doing. Because I have a feeling little teeny tiny Kaiser's huge, and we need to tell her to bring Kaiser in at the end of this month. I would think she needs to bring him in within a month from now. All right, so I'm going to get her back over here. Maisie, good girl. I'm going to add my in your place. So that was nice and fluid. All through. All right, so I'm going to do my thing. In your place. Adding my pager to the dynamic. The pager isn't a punishment. Bye, guys.